Cisco ACI multi-site and multi-path solutions can interconnect multiple Cisco ACI fabrics that can be geographically apart. In combining F5 Big IP DNS and LTM solutions, we can best utilize the network infrastructure to improve application performance and provide application resiliency across data centers. In this video, we will discuss some of the design considerations when we integrate F5 Big IP DNS and LTM into Cisco ACI multi-site and multi-pod. This is important to establish communication between F5 Big IP DNS and LTM so that they can exchange information, which allows Big IP DNS to select the best available Big IP LTM VIP across data centers for a DNS request. iQuery is a F5 proprietary protocol running on port 4353, and this is the protocol Big IPs use to communicate with each other. With that, when we are considering our design, we must ensure TCP port 4353 is opened on the Big IP DNS and LTM, and also allowed in the network. For example, make sure the port is allowed on the firewall if there's one in the path between them. Also, all iQuery communications are encrypted through SSL, and TCP port 22 also needs to be opened so that they are authorized to communicate with each other. Big IP DNS location is important because it can optimize the latency in DNS responses. While it may be common to deploy Big IP DNS in large data centers, we should consider the type of services that we have as well as the services volumes. For example, if we have a lot of global services and the large data centers are in close proximity, it may be better that Big IP DNS are more spread out geographically to multiple regions instead of in a single region to provide a lower latency for DNS responses across the globe. Besides location, we should always be prepared and think ahead on how we can minimize the risk of a complete DNS outage. We should deploy the Big IP DNS in such a way not to expose any single point of failure, even when one of them has failed. For example, having 3 or more single standalone Big IP DNS in the same DNS synchronization group is better than just having 2. It is because a single point of failure can be avoided even when one of them has failed unexpectedly or expectedly. Big IP DNS synchronization group, sync group, is a collection of Big IP DNS that have synchronized configuration settings and metrics information. Big IP DNS that are in the same sync group work together to monitor the availability and performance of global resources and use that information to manage network traffic patterns. Traffic symmetricity is critical for F5 Big IP LTM in Cisco ACI multi-site and multi-pod. Big IP LTM is a stateful device, and we must ensure both directions of traffic flow through the same Big IP LTM in the same data center. Otherwise, the connection will be dropped due to lack of state on the Big IP LTM. Snatch on Big IP and ACI PBR are options that we can use to steer the return traffic sourced from the real server to go back to the client through the same Big IP LTM when Big IP LTM is not in the traffic path based on routing. Unlike deploying an independent Big IP LTM HA pair in each data center in Cisco ACI multi-site or multi-pod, when a Big IP LTM HA pair is stretched across data centers in Cisco ACI multi-pod, traffic symmetricity is always there by nature, no matter which HA mode is deployed, whether it's active-active or active standby. Failover types. How do we manage failover? MAC mask array, and more are all things to consider when we integrate Big IP DNS and LTM into Cisco ACI multi-site or multi-pod. To find out more information, please check out Cisco ACI multi-site multi-pod and F5 Big IP Design Guide, a white paper jointly developed by Cisco and F5. Thank you for watching.